morning, folks. It's 21:21 on the 24th day, second month, 2023. Angel numbers 2120. 2121. Right. These are terrible totals. This is just offshore. Here, tendrils here. Lots of tendrils getting worked in across the nunt. Here over getting cunted. Yeah. Storm said, I'll see you in the NT. And here it is. Boy, there's a lot of bands of stuff coming through. Some has come from this direction and some from here over the 10 days. My gosh, look at this. I mean, really, this is a battering on the fives. Terrible totals on your threes. Right, so it's, I well warned you about this. So let's just go through now and see what the eminent fronts are doing. Boolah. Boy, this race is going to run hard. Look at all the stuff that meets here. Right here at the crossroads of these rivers. What the crossroads? The fork. Right over here at this forking river here. You know, Little Creek, 1, 2, 3 things coming in here. Not too good. This valley here, you got a lot of squeeze going on. So where the water runs here, it's going to do a lot of erosive things. Right? As it and then when it's suddenly released through here, boy, is that going to spread out and do a little bit of a... It's going to fuck this town up. I don't know another word from it. Get the vestments up. You know the drill. Right? Get the kids' projects out of the school. Council office. Make sure you lose all the tax records so everybody's free again. Police say you want to be very prepared for what's coming. Right? Believe me or not, that's your prerogative. If you can direct the water away in advance, you might want to think about that now. That's not my problem. My problem is not even this, actually. I'm just choosing to warn you. A Victoria River Downs Station. It's called the Downs for a reason, okay? There's going to be some watering of the Downs, that's for sure. And, well, it's going to take more than a fiver to fix it. Ba-dum-bum. Buchanan Highway. How you doing? Yeah, that's not too good, man. What do they want to do? Straighten that highway out and just bring it straight in? That's too much of a dip. They just want a new town. Just bring that right on in. That'd be a nice new way to bring a new road in. Yeah, you can't live here no more. Why ain't no town left? Now, you guys are hard, man. Your town will be left. Will you be allowed to live there again? It's up to the government. It's a government scam. 'Cause you're too busy watching lies to open up your mind and make a world that's good. Who can lock you up tomorrow? Boom and plume your dreams. Yep, the government. Yes, the government scams. Oh, Uncle Scam. Scammy man. Scammy Sam, terrible totals on the threes here along the coastlines. Hey, you look like you're getting a little bit of a breakthrough here, and you should enjoy such things. Because, you know, not all things are meant to last. And down here along the coastal road here after the fives. See it. And the remnants of this they're going to send over here to them to see it. And you don't have the best totals here. It's on the 24s in a very predictable spot. That looks very well planned. But you'll be happy to know that the Esk Valley has issued an evacuation order for the folks down here well in advance. So I'm very happy to see some proactive forecastations of devastations going on. So these poor folks. So this valley here has already been issued an evacuation order. Yeah. This is that Napier. Here, everybody's been hearing in the news. See how it has those problems when the water all came down? All the cuttings that from the logging and greedy industry that loves to have trees to cut down, but not to sit under and read books. What, he just left it all on the forest floor? Should have backburned that. And boy, did that add to the problems. You know, big logs hitting your house have do a lot more damage than a hailstone, that's for sure. Yeah, these green parties, man, there's stuff about not backburning and stuff cost Australia dearly during their fires, and I guess New Zealand never learned from that lesson, or They allowed it. Greedy logging industries, man, they need to be held accountable after damage done. And like I was saying, go get your firewood. This is a bad junction here. Don't be caught out on that. Oh, but they've evacuated. They should be. You should have already listened. Terrible totals after that. Says you got more coming. Fuck. Now we got a dodgy situation going on. Right? You want to know how they flatten the storm? Storm barrels in, right? Let's say my hand here, like this line, is an EMF wall. I got a spinning round thing. It bumps into it. It squashes it out. Its momentum's wanting to take it down. So as it stalls it, boom, it has to elongate. In this hemisphere, it's going this direction. Right? Hey, to stall it. It's going to want to walk down the coast. Well, as that drag of that thing bubbling out hit this corner, it does what I call the spit. Makes another lull. And it just took all the moisture from here and sucked it all up. And it was all coming from Antarctica. Most of your action now over the next couple of weeks is going to come from the south. You have one system from the north. And for all those things I'm looking at, I don't see how the hell it's going to make it there with the way the pressures are going to be at the end of the 10s. It's got to go that way. But what I'm worried about now for you guys is what just came off the coast of South America. I'm watching this tendril because they blasted some EMF here and shoved a bunch of moisture out. Let me get this down about 72. So I'm looking over here, South America. Right? So I'm going to kind of get on that. Now we're just going to let it lull. Here, right about there. Damn, he's good. Hey, first time I've used this program. Right, they can shove the moisture here, right? This is a line that comes from like the Congo. It comes in here to the Amazon where decisions get made. A lot of times a blast like that cuts it. Boom. That'll slingshot over. This here all got shoved all at once like a wiper. First one went bam and the other one at an angle. Wham. It all going to come out here all at once. There's been a beam out here I know about that's no longer on the feed. See how it made a cut? Poof, right there. Well, they spliced that out. But that makes a wall that's going to kind of slow that down as the heated outflow of the lased area, if you will, or the excited area of atmosphere is hotter because the molecules are moving faster, which is considered heat by all you science people who don't like to fact check me. I noticed that this backs up towards that, and this shoves that towards that, and then this beam will sling it like a wiper blade down this way, and it hands it off to Hawaii. This is going to be a lot of water. I'm very concerned about the tendril behind this. And then Hawaii makes decisions from Pearl. You'll see little tickles of beams and such coming out here and stuff. That's most likely Oahu, Pearl Harbor, or one of the various ships with, even those missile frigates they got now, they got big blasters on them that they use to detect missiles. But if you leave them sitting in one spot, aiming long enough, not scanning it around, you will laze the atmosphere to a mirror or plasma excitations, depending on what wavelengths you're using, because they do use lasers, you know. That's why I say laze. I know which words I'm using. I know the difference between Blenheim and Tiger. And Blenheim did the beam. Blenheim aimed the storm. Go watch my video again. People believe in a fact checker doesn't even understand how to give a weather forecast his own self. That's accurate. So I'm watching this very closely. Depending on what Hawaii does with it, and for all intents and purposes, if you send it down that low, it's going to stay low. Hawaii ain't going to have to do much. Harp could pin that down easily. Easily make a beam of energy down here that's hard for that to overcome because the hot air is actually flowing towards the colder. And when you talk about wattage for make a beam, you better draw into account the electrolink between us and the sun and how much of the atmospheric potential you could draw it down there, Mr. Scientist. Yeah, you get a lot of wattages above your head. A lot of horses could be running around up there by Mr. Watt's scale. How many joules of energy are floating around here? Which scale do you want this in? Bam! Look at that fucking hit. EMF blows. So right. That's a big system. I'm watching what they're moving. It's not even anywhere near the satellite images right now. So we're talking about 14, 15 days before she could uterus you. Yeah, that's gonna be a long journey, that one, because they had to do the backup first. That takes about 2-3 days, and they send it. That's almost always causes quakes in Mexico when they do that. Yeah, I know. You know, all along the Isthmus of Panama, because that blast went up. Mexico City, man, they got volcanoes and stuff around here. They could let off. They could depop that place quick. One fog cloud sinking down wall, displacing the action. You know what it take when you have to blow it up. You know, a lot of outgassing going on off the coast of the Wakatani and stuff, which was good to see. Yeah, I want to see venting going on. I want to know pressures being relieved from the magma that has to be on the move. There's too much back and forth. It'd be liquid again. You know, thermodynamics. Rub your hands like that, you know, you get hot. You hear that? Good, you didn't get to see me. Hey, Darwin, how many directions of the wind you got here? Is this the new Darwin-affected weather? You know, oh my. I'll turn some of the stuff off so you can see the bombs that I was looking at earlier. Like here, in here, in here, in here, in here, in here, in here. Well, it'd be easier to point at a piece of clean air. See if you can find one. Maybe that top. Look at this crap out here. That naturally occurred cloud formation here, Mr. Schmientist. You and Mr. Money need to quit having dinner together out of sight of everybody else. Your degree is worth shit if you can't figure out a weather forecast. Yeah, that's right. My results speak for itself. I ain't got time to give you weather lessons. You charge me $100,000 to go to your university. I'll charge you the same. I'm about to give a lesson and talk in front of people's door. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me a minute. Right, could you please refrain from talking in front of my door? I'm having a video right now. Could you go in the room, please, and talk to whoever you're talking to? Thank you, young man. Tell him he's going to get a lesson. Told him about talking. That kid could walk outside. There's no lock on the door. The parents ain't watching right. Right, that's nicely handled. Right, back to this. Sorry about that. I'm watching this cluster of bombs going off. It was like aimed towards some spot here. Now I'll go backwards in 10-minute jumps. You just headed your way, New Zealand. Eventually. Whew, coming down the bomb pipeline. Yep. Not right this minute, because most of yours is right there. This is your biggest bomb field for the day. The interactor sits on the edge. It keeps the EMF flow going. Make sure there's good waveform to hold it where they want it. Make that stream go how they want it. Cook that corner, hook the corner, bring it around and get the bay. This is the bombs off the bay. Look at all the chem bombs they got over the top of you. Right here. Cluster of bombs right there. Boom, 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 boom. Emanation point with lines. Emanation point with lines. Chemical catalysts in your skies. Paris Accords, Paris Agreement that we didn't agree with, and Stamford disagreeing with the environment. Man is changing the environment. The climate is changing because this is being allowed to occur. This is your climate being changed. I don't even like that word. It's geoengineering. It's playing God over God's countries. The land should never have been put for sale. You don't put sulfuric acid precursors in the sky. Acid is bad for trees, bad for corals. Acid rain. I'm drawing A up here in the sky. We have a CA, Chemtrails Anonymous. We have a skywriting festival out there. Military things going on. These are chemical trails of chemical catalysts in the skies. Whether it's a cloud of smoke or a cloud of ice, it's a trail. When the trail you follow it goes to the money. To a guy called Bill Gates Foundations. That guy. Well, who knows if the other's a guy? Nobody ever went over with Crocodile Dundee this day. You got to assume somebody might have a puppy dog tail. And we have to accommodate it. Well, I'm not accommodating such a thoughts as poison in my plant. Deliberately flooding out in the malaise of these people in this area here, who are already going to take months to get back to any kind of sense of a civilization, of life, of a decent standard. And the rumor mill of what's going on there needs to cease. It's worrying families. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Different. Boom, 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 boom. 10-minute jumps going across the strait. Great big scalar square of energy right here with a bunch of bombs in the middle of it. Bunch of bombs. Where's the closest station that could do that? Blenheim Spy Station. Got the ESCAT. Got a mini harp. Got two great big radar domes that could do squares, hexagonals, and all that. I show it all the time on Oz radar. All the time. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch Christ Church. Look at the big energy over here. Everything always looked like our house in the middle of the ocean. Boom. They're pluming it up. See how it could turn and burning, turning and burning. Again, is that reachable by there too? Oh, hell yeah. My God, look at the poison of those poor folks. Look at over here. Yeah, I'm going to go across the pond over here, your pond, and over here to Bastard Strait, and look at the Horsehead Nebulous of Smallburn. Like farts in the air over there yet? Boom, 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 boom. Where's the Zamboni clean all this shit up? That's ice up there, the Zamboni. We need a big Zamboni clean it up. Smooth that sky on out so we can see it in deep blue skies again. We got a big T up here. Was the Riddler loose? Where's Batman? I see the question mark again, and the question is, when you gonna wake the fuck up and realize that something in the sky is being disguised from your eyes with the lies about the skies? That's over the ocean. Nope, that's over the land. Peaceful population of people. I better put some towns on. Not Pete. I only have a town named Pete, and then I could put Pete towns on. Dun, dun, dun. Australian being wasteland, oh yeah. Yep, scorched earth policy wasteland. And everybody's staring at their phone, and I look in their eyes, it's blank. Because they're all wasted. Boom! 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 Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I can get you, Annie. Good keyboard, eh? Look at that, eh? Look at those chem bombs going by. Boom, 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 boom. Look at, come on, hexagonally shit. Right turn, Clyde, upside down cross was briefly in the middle of that. Homage to the saints. As the saints preserve us. You get enough salt on you, all be walking zombies, be preserved actually as well. What happened to these folks? They just all dried up at once. Salt of the earth, man. Salt of the earth. Scorching. Now I'm just looking at all these bombs. Look at all these bombs. Look at the bombs. Look at the bomb, 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 bomb. Fucking bastards. Gotta get tired of this. Just get tired. Terrible, terrible totals. Terrible, terrible totals. This is on the tens. Big tendrils are coming around the lakes. Fill them up. What a fucking shame. At least you got a little bit of break some places. What, he just changed it? Yeah, did you see that altar? Okay, what we got here? We got witnesses coming. Dun, 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 dun. 5. Oh! So we'll be watching this very closely. I'm not calling nothing wild for Lisbon or anything. I'm just seeing the coastal road again is about to have some action on the 10th. Whammo. So I'm going to be watching this. I've seen the potential for something to come up here, spin and walk up coast a bit. So I'm going to be watching for this. I'm not calling a big spinner or anything. Nobody panic, but I do see the possibility of a system forming that walks the coast. Yeah. Yeah, imagine that. A cyclonic system giving you the high colonic along the big old road here. That they say they want. I expect those totals to rise. All right, folks, I'm really tired. I had a hard time even doing this one. I'm so tired. There's your totals on the 10s down south. Whoom, whoom. Yeah, you're going to get some action as they move that tendril across. Actually, I'm going to give a quick cover to Melbourne. I knew they were going to have some action coming. All right, here's you guys. This was coming across. Wait a minute. Have a nice cream. This is where most of your line of action is going to come today. Over here, Roby. Warna mama boom bowl and horse ham. That's where they making ham out of horses and you don't know it. And they be horsing them around. Hanching them out. There's a big line going to Chris. It's not huge totals. Tazzie's going to catch the brunt of the lull. Yeah, that wind ought to be kind of high. And not too bad. Oh yeah, I'm looking at lots of things. Where is it going? That should spin when it meets that wind. That gear, that's how. Okay, the pressure of this turning the high pressure down here when they heat that up, held that off, made that spin, and is forcing it up coast. Okay, I'm starting to understand now. Where the hell did that come from? Stripped its moisture, held it off New Zealand until it was wanted. Yeah, you seen that walk by? Whoa. They kissed your coast on purpose on the 27. Look what they're going to slam you. They're not even telling you the totals on this one. Holy shit. They did it before and they can do it again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What's the backside of that gonna? Did you trust that that's gonna go by that done kiss like that, or is this gonna suck that right through to you and give you another whammo? Fucking bullshit, these geoengineers. Boy, they're getting good. Yep, there's your whammo. Frisbee body whammo. The stormerang keeps coming back around again and again and again. Sponsored by Super Soaker. For all your land grabbiness needs. I'm just going to let that go by because I don't see it hidden. I said most of your action's coming from the south. Yeah, bring the tropical air over and keep kissing it with that Antarctic air and, well, the natural conditions for storm. 3 spinners rolling. 3 batches of shit. 5 golden things that need to change. Geoengineering needs to stop. Don't ratify the Paris Accord. Take back your sovereignties. Realize that the Earth is your birthright by proxy. And remember, your last 3 things. That is oneness. Be you, be free, be oneness. And look in the mirror and realize you're the solution. You're the solution. You're the solution.